take these out at 9 minutes. Today's been a good day. I woke up at... Oh, before I get into that, let me show you what I'm cooking with here. I've got some awesome veggies, mushrooms, jalapenos, avocado, gherkins, onion garlic essentials. Got some awesome bell peppers, juicy tomatoes, and Celtic sea salt. This is the best sea salt. Actually, this is the best salt you can use for your body. And luckily, I managed to find some here, and so I'm super stoked about that. Oh, see? Oh, that's not the lid. That's the lid. Got the rice cooking. I use my phone for a timer, and since I'm using it as a camera, I'm gonna have to keep in mind when I put that in. Okay, so 9 minutes for the eggs.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. Good evening. How's your day been, man?
Good, good. Is it yours?
Yeah. Hi. Great. How are you?
My vegetables here last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Got my salida and everything.
Very nice. Very nice. That one's my charger, yes.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of things.
Can
Yeah.
you give him my number, please?
Sure.
Did your door work?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got fixed the
WD-40.
wrong door.
Yeah, I had. No, it's okay. It's not squeaking anymore, so it's
Okay,
all
okay,
good.
cool, cool, cool.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Buenas noches. Really awesome community here. Okay, let me figure out what I'm doing. Let me cut the onion and the garlic first. So yeah, today has been a great day. I woke up at 3:30, 3:45. My eyes just opened and I was so wide awake, and it was perfect because I felt incredibly well rested and just started my day. Had a very productive morning. I'll have to go generous with the garlic. Yeah. Had a very productive morning. Worked on my numerology resource that I'm creating, which is actually turning out to be a real golden gem. There's so much information that's very simply articulated with interesting like infographics and drawings that I've made on Canva myself manually in order to articulate the essence of what I'm trying to get across in terms of the characteristics of numbers and how they express themselves through the evolution of God consciousness. And yeah, I've even shown it to a few people, and they've been very supportive and very impressed too. And so there's a lot of topics that I still need to add to that I've yet to complete. And so that's been sort of my primary workflow in the early morning hours. And those are the best hours where I'm productive the most, and so good use of my time. And this is how I use and implement numerology on a daily basis, right? So I look at the dates. That's hence the reason why I always put the date and the numerological value on it. So it gives you guys a brief idea as to the energetics of the date and how I calculate it, but also allows me to tap into what the energy of the day has to offer. And today being an 8 day, representing power, manifestation, abundance. I was very happy that I did wake up early and focus on things that are going to bring me that abundance by stepping into my power through my creativity. To the point where I sort of convinced myself that, okay, today's a day where I just want to prioritize getting as much of this resource completed, and I'll sacrifice a day of being out on the streets. And so, having spoken to my coach, Lorenzo, sent him a voice note, just sort of shared where I'm at, and this is what I think is the right thing to do. He immediately put me in my place, and I'm so grateful for him, because it was the tough love that he gave that I really needed. Oh, the gas here is like one-sided, so it sort of heats up this side of the pan more than the other, but I mean, it still cooks my food, and so I'm very grateful. Lorenzo gave me some tough love this morning, telling me that there is no excuse. Like, I made a commitment to show up, and so if I choose not to show up, I'm already breaking my promise, and that's that would be the end of our time working together. And I totally agree. Like, me going back on my word is a complete disrespect to not only myself, but to the commitment I made to serve God. And I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for a much higher purpose, where I'm able to give back to the world through my act of service, through my connection to God. This is how I serve God, is through my own mastery of self-expression. And so I am very grateful for Lorenzo for calling me out and holding me accountable. And so I did go out, and honestly, I was more nervous today than I was yesterday. And yesterday was my first day ever doing something like this. Maybe because the spot that I'm at is a cafe that I frequent, and so I know people there, which kind of adds a layer of nerves, because I could see the energy was like, okay, what is this guy doing? Like, what is this guy doing? He's like setting up a laptop, he's pulling out a stool to sit on with a guitar. Is he just going to play music and ask for money? Like, I mean, I did tell people I'm busking, but playing music is merely the pull, the attraction that gets people's attention enough to be curious about wanting to get a free numerology reading done. Anyway, I had two really nice ladies come up and were interested in getting a free numerology reading done, and it went really well. And I think one of them may be a paid client in the near future, hopefully. She seemed really interested, and she seemed very keen to support the business, because she too is starting something very similar to mine, but similar to what I'm starting, but with Gene Keys. And she's also offering free Gene Keys reading. Oh, that's a mouthful. For free. So it was a awesome alignment of heart-driven goals, heart-driven purpose, and the need to express, but also the need to serve and educate others and help others on this journey that we're all on. And San Marcos being San Marcos, just like the spiritual hub of Guatemala, I guess, you know, it is. And so this is the perfect place to start something like this. And so, yeah, both free readings were very well received, and I have them both recorded too. And just going through this process of like seeing the reactions of people that I know too, and also seeing the lack of reaction of people that I know too, was interesting. A mix of support, but also kind of just like, maybe they're just in their own world, whatever. But yeah, you're hot enough. Let's go. But I'm really starting to like understand what it's like being, I guess, an artist, being bold and brave enough to put yourself out there and just saying, I'm just going to do it. I'm terrified, it's exciting, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's what I want to do. And yeah, I definitely am lacking. Oh, okay, I need to select my words a bit better. I can definitely see myself building confidence in just speaking to strangers, just when they make eye contact, just something small like, hey, would you like a free numerology reading? I could see that certain invitations were opened up, but I was too scared to say anything. Instead, I just smiled and continued either playing the guitar or um, just doing whatever I was doing. And it was only when people were, well, these two women, Andrea and Mate, were interested in one directly themselves to the point where they asked me if, hey, could I get a free numerology reading? And so it's a learning curve. It's only day 2, but I definitely have a lot more room to grow in terms of essentially learning how to sell myself. That's what it is. And doing it out on the streets is, it really is terrifying. It's so scary. But hey, I'm doing it, and the more I do it, the more I get better. And so, just as I'm showing up consistently live on YouTube every day, I've got to show up consistently for God so that I can share my light and continue to accelerate my expansion as I show up for myself consistently. And it only needs to be a few hours a day for now to begin with, as I manage my time and manage my resources better. So I still have a lot of non-numerology, i.e. videography, commitments to fulfill, which do take time, and I've not been able to prioritize that, which is important for me. And so we move. I'm getting good at time management and being very selective with what I say yes to in terms of just events that are happening. There's a very famous medicine music artist that is performing at Gaia right now, and I really wanted to go, but it's not a priority. I chose to stay home, focus on cooking myself a nice meal and getting an early night's sleep, and also putting some extra time to work. There's a little bit of FOMO. Oh shit, it's been 12 minutes. I need to take these eggs out. There's been a little bit of FOMO, but at the same time, I'm really happy with my decision. Zucchini shall go first. I'm gonna grill these zucchinis. They're so good with the onion and garlic. And then the tomatoes, and then the avocados. Yeah, get in there, boys. Look how big this plantain is. Like, holy, this is huge. This is my dessert, fried plantain. If you know, you know. Make these gems mix a little bit. Oh. Just had a piece of onion fly on my face. Yeah, because I woke up so early, I'm genuinely like super exhausted. Anyway, I don't want this to drag on too long. Kind of just blabbing on here. I do want to eventually go live while I'm out on the streets. Why haven't I done that yet? It's a good question. I guess there's still elements of fear. I'm already doing a lot, just putting myself out there on a consistent basis as I am, but I guess I don't feel confident enough. I guess what would make me a lot more confident is the song that I'm playing, or at least my guitar skills, to just be, anyway, I'm just making excuses. I'll put myself out on live and mic myself up. I'll do that this week. Why not tomorrow? Yeah, true, why not tomorrow? Just delaying the inevitable. but I think it's okay. Like, I'm allowed to feel um, comfortable in putting myself out live, playing music and attracting potential clients when I feel comfortable, you know. But is that also just me making excuses? Yeah, kinda. This is how my brain works. This is me talking to myself. So thank you for listening. Um, okay, let me take these eggs out so I can fry this plantain. Is there more to add? No, really. I've had a fun day. I watched Man United lose, which was sad. But oh, tomorrow we've got the Cricket World Cup semi-final in the morning, 7:30 a.m. Guatemala time, and so I'm going to be waking up super early just so I can get solid hours of work in, and then I'm going to enjoy the game with some breakfast. Oh, speaking of breakfast, the mangoes here are amazing. Really, the mangoes in Costa Rica were so sour, but let me quickly show you. Like, these are the mangoes that I'm used to. Yellow, just perfectly ready to be eaten. Oh, look, I'm gonna have one today. Yeah. Yeah, the mangoes here are really great, and so I'm like stocking up on those. And yeah, I'm getting into this routine of cooking pretty much the same thing all the time, but it's nutritious, it's healthy, very healthy, and I actually really enjoy the process. And I'm gonna turn the rice off now and let it simmer. But anyway, I had a really great day. Um, I'm learning a lot just by showing up for myself, and even just giving these 5-minute readings, like I'm able to tap into a level of connection with these people to the point where I'm learning more about numerology through this process, and I think that's really cool. My message is being well received, and a lot of people, even who haven't sat with me yet, are sort of observing me, and they admire the courage and bravery it takes to do what I'm doing and really just put myself out there. And that's what we're here to do. I'm here to master self-expression, and the only way in which I could do that is by exercising a level of discipline that I haven't had before, and it's uncomfortable. It really is. But I know how much pain I've experienced as a result of not maintaining that masculine container of consistency and showing up for myself every day. I know what it's also like to do that, and what it's like to be successful as a result of doing that by growing my Instagram page to 35,000. And so I'm getting to a place where I'm really fine-tuning my blade, and getting into the habits of being a full-time content creator and videographer and full-time professional numerologist. And it's a super cool journey, and I'm so grateful for everyone that supported me along the way that's got me to where I am now, and I very much look forward to my tribe increasing and being able to touch more hearts and connect with more incredible people and help others, guide them through this incredible journey of life in a way in which I've resonated with through numbers, and hopefully they can feel empowered as I feel empowered in myself. On that note, I'm going to call it here and continue finishing and have a wonderful meal. Maybe watch a movie. Probably won't finish the movie because I'll just end up falling asleep, but take it easy and have an early night. And I wake up nice and early tomorrow and we go again. All right, YouTube, thank you very much for your support. Thank you for watching. Lots of love. See you tomorrow.